What's going on, y'all, and happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. And the first thing I want to discuss is Terrence Howard. So Terrence Howard has been talking a lot lately. And listen, I'm here for it because we know that Terrence, for the most part, is going to bring the truth, right? Like I said in my previous video, I think that Terrence is a brilliant man, but a lot of people try to paint him as being insane, right, with some of his thoughts and some of his theories and things like that. But I think that he's a brilliant guy. But anywho, there's another clip that's gaining traction from the interview that Terrence Howard did with Bill Maher. And in this clip, he explains the reason why he declined to play Marvin Gaye in a biopic. I want you guys to check out this clip and I'll be back.
I'm asking Quincy, I'm hearing rumors that Marvin was gay. And I'm like, was he gay? And Quincy's like, yes.
Oh.
He went around it with everything, and I was like, no. And I'm like, I could not.
I just feel like there's gay for real, and then there's a point where guys get so much they're just like, oh, it.
Yeah, well, it would have been that, but they would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, you mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a movie?
No.
Not even, yeah.
No, because I don't fake it. I right. Literally, it has to.
I couldn't kiss a man either. That's true. And that does not.
That would me. I would cut my lips off.
Yeah, no. Well,
I would.
Okay,
if I kiss some man, I would cut my lips off.
Well, I would not do that.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, listen, there's nothing wrong with Terrence Howard feeling the way that he feels. He has the right to choose what roles are right for him and his beliefs. But I will say this, before Quincy Jones passed away, he was telling everybody's business except his own when it came down to the speculation that he had slept with a young Tevin Campbell, which Tevin came out and denied it, but anyways, there was an actor by the name of Marlon Brando who has been associated or connected to having intimate encounters with the likes of Marvin Gaye, also Richard Pryor, the actor James Dean, so forth and so on. So there has been heavy and mounting speculation that Marvin Gaye has slept with a man before, especially Marlon Brando. But listen, I wasn't there, and so I can't confirm or deny that it actually took place. Now, back around 2018, Marvin Gaye's son fired back at the accusations that Quincy Jones put out there that Marvin Gaye slept with Marlon Brando, and he said that it absolutely wasn't true. And there's people on Marlon Brando's side that is saying that he was not bisexual. But at the end of the day, listen, we don't know what in the hell transpired back in those days. It's just speculation. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's move along because I want to talk about Diddy because there's a few updates as it pertains to his case. Now, the one thing that has come out is the fact that Diddy's legal team is trying to hide underneath the umbrella that Diddy was under the influence of drugs. So there's some things that he can't remember when it comes to his sex trafficking case and things of that nature. And it says here that Diddy's legal team had to file notice by deadline in order to introduce evidence of the effect of drugs and alcohol on his memory or cognitive function, according to prosecutors. Even if the defense had provided notice in a timely manner, the prosecution claimed Dr. Aoun's testimony was running afoul of the Insanity Defense Reform Act of 1985 and should be deemed irrelevant, prejudicial, and impermissible under the rules of evidence. While specific details of Dr. Aoun's testimony was redacted from the filing, it seems expert opinion was to be given to support whether Diddy was lucid during the alleged sex trafficking scheme. Now, if I'm being honest, there's just one word that comes to mind when I think about this whole approach coming from Diddy's defense team. It's hilarious that they're trying to take this position. It is really hilarious. But yeah, so there's other things that's going down. Diddy rejected a plea deal and maintains his innocence as it pertains to everything that has been filed against him in the court of law. So I want you guys to check out these clips and then I'll be back.
Hey everyone, so I would be remiss if I didn't mention two major updates in the Diddy trial scheduled for May. So, big news about the Diddy case. He just rejected a plea deal. But here's the twist. Now the video that of him has just been admissible, and so Once it's off limits, it's getting pulled into court. Let's talk about why this is a game changer. Well, here's the scoop. So Diddy was offered a plea deal but rejected it. So that means that the video was once considered off limits and now it's fair game for prosecution. What does that mean for the case? Well, rejecting a plea deal can lead to serious consequences. One being that now you have to go to trial, and if the prosecution has really good evidence, you could be screwed. And so this crucial evidence that maybe his defense expected wasn't going to be admissible because of the, quote, prejudicial value of it, is actually admissible. So I guess Diddy's defense didn't have a strong enough case about the prejudice of that video of him, his former girlfriend Cassie Ventura, that was released by CNN and caused quite a social court to go crazy, so to speak. So in Diddy's case, the video is now admissible, and if you're wondering what does that mean, here's why. Once the plea deal's turned down, everything's off the table, and so the stakes are even higher now. They as in the defense, are going to have a crazy time trying to basically minimize the effect of that video. And we're going to see what happens at trial. So Diddy could possibly face harsher consequences on different kinds of negotiation, but one thing's for sure is that this video could make all the difference. One thing in particular I wanted to mention that makes it even worse is once that video is in there, like, how are they going to defend it? Because then after that video was released, Diddy went to social media and he apologized, quote, apologized, saying that his acts, he was disgusted by the video then and he's disgusted by it now, and that he apologized and that he's taking measures to right his wrong, so to speak. Not sure what that meant, but once he did that, the social media court basically went crazy and they were like, nobody's buying this. So it's quite possible that the jurors will be prejudiced, but I don't think that it's because of this video. I mean, the allegations are pretty serious here. SA, all the 14 or 15 lawsuits that followed. I mean, his defense is going to have a really hard time, which is why I think Diddy showed up to court with a full head of grays. I mean, aside from the fact that hair dye is not allowed in Brooklyn's finest, aka the prison, finest accommodations. So he looks pretty stressed, but it looks like we're going to see what's going to happen. May 5th is jury selection, and opening statements are scheduled for May 12th. So I and everybody else is probably anticipating this much anticipated case to see what the outcome is going to be. I mean, everybody knows Diddy. He's been around in entertainment for decades, and so this is a high profile case. It's going to be in New York, downtown. So I don't know if I'm going to go over there, but I do want to follow this closely, and I have been since the lawsuits have come out. So stay tuned for more updates regarding the case, and also let me know what you guys think about the judge ruling that this video is admissible. Do you really think it's going to prejudice Diddy, or do you think that he was screwed from the get-go, or what do you guys think? I want to know.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that, and just looking on social media, I see a lot of people saying that Diddy should have took the plea deal. He would have came out a little bit better on the other end of it. But listen, I don't know, because I think that when people are out to get you, they're out to get you, or whatever the case may be. But still, I think that somewhere in this twisted and sick situation, that Diddy is going to find a way out of this. I really do. And a lot of people will not agree with me, but I'm going to continue to say it, and I may be wrong, but I'm going to stand on this hill until I'm proven wrong. I feel like this is just some type of political ploy for Trump to come and save the day. I really do. I really do. So I'm just going to stick by what I believe in and the things and the information that I have in this stash. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to come on my platform and say that I was wrong. I have no shame in that whatsoever. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that I discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Yep.